Rotary clubs from all over the world, as well as private companies, raised to the challenge and supported Rotary Club Beirut Cadmos to assist people in need. Our club activities spanned across the 7 areas of focus, guided by Service Above Self motto. Rotary Club Beirut Cadmos donated over 500 food packages to children and families in need. Distributed also blankets, beddings, kitchen utensils, clothes and diapers to vulnerable communities in addition to that. Organized brunches and dinners for elderlies, and provided NGOs with raw material to serve 10,000 plus hot meals. Organized workshops and supported Water Filtration Global Grant Project for 5 consecutive years, where the club equipped 30 plus schools. Participated in Global Grant to equip hospitals with respiratory machines, beds, masks, thermometers, and COVID overhauls. Furnished a psychometric clinic for differently abled children. Furnished a playground for an autistic center. Participated to Gift of Life Global Grant for 3 consecutive years, providing cardiac care to needy children with heart diseases. As a civic education project, we run workshops in 3 schools on diversity theme and distributed to all schools a leaflet written by the students. Donated electronics, computers, cameras, surround system, LCD and DVD machines. Implemented solar power heating system in elderly home center. And equipped YMCA and women's shelter with professional kitchens to enable them to sell and become self-sustainable. Planted more than 200 trees of oak, pine, and cedar across areas. Organized conferences and talks to promote peace and encourage ideas exchange. 3 clubs beating like one. We build meaningful and long-lasting relationships, bringing out the power of goodness in each one of us, translated in amazing encounters. We are 16 Cadmosians working proudly as one. Living the Rotary values generated goodness, positive club image, and word of mouth. The power of goodness is foremost synergies at work. Proud of all of our supporters who contributed to execute these goodness projects.
Whatever the differences of fears and confusions, Rotarians, we are there to fill the space, give hope and to service, to bridge, because it can be measured, it can be managed, it can be led. Our public image matters, for it bridges gaps and serve as way of understanding. My great pleasure to give you our next presenter, May Munla Shmaitulli. May has graduated Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Bachelor of Arts in American University of Beirut, Lebanon. Founding member and past president of the Rotary Club of Tripoli Ma'arad. May past deputy governor, past assistant governor, and currently she is the assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator of Zone 21B for District 2452. And she is a winner of Service Above Self Award. May is also a board member of the Women Welfare Association in Tripoli, Lebanon. May, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. I would like to start by thanking the organizing committee for giving us the opportunity to share the different initiatives carried out by many Rotarians all over the world in response to the terrible catastrophe Beirut experienced a few months ago. A massive explosion rocked Beirut on Tuesday, 4th of August, flattening much of the city's port, damaging buildings across the capital, and sending a giant mushroom cloud into the sky. The Beirut blast was a massacre, claiming the lives of 200 people, wounding 6,000, and rendering 300 homeless. It was a horrific scene. The sudden devastation overwhelmed our country, which was already struggling with both the coronavirus pandemic and economic crisis. The blast made us Rotarians drop everything we are doing to support our fellow citizens in their struggle to rise again and remain rooted in their country. Our mission is to identify losses, find and channel relief to credible institutions already active in this field of work, and most importantly, audit projects implementation. This is the moment to discover the magic of Rotary. Rotarians tried to turn this catastrophic event into a positive opportunity by rebuilding faith in a time of great pain, frustrations, and chaos. As Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator for Zone 21B, I'm honored to show you how Rotarians from all over the world were ready to help, and how each Rotary Club in Lebanon started contacting donors to secure the necessary aid, whether for families in need, or for hospitals, or for public schools. All Lebanon's 28 Rotary clubs were ready for action. At district level, the communication channels were centralized. The call for help was sent by DG Mazen Al Umran, and then the responses started pouring in. Rotary Lebanon Country Fund, Beirut Disaster Relief Committee was responsible of receiving the donations. Under the motto, Together We Rise, we are all hopeful that Lebanon will rise again. As the myth says, Phoenicians will always rise again from the ashes, like a phoenix. District Governor Mazen Al Umran said, I've witnessed and touched how the Lebanese citizens are the phoenix bird itself. I will start by listing some of the global grants and projects since 4th of August 2020 till 6th of May 2021. We have a global grant hosted by Rotary Club of Beirut Hills Ashrafiyeh, providing medical equipment for children oncology at St. George Hospital with the amount of 123,000 US, with 13 sponsors from Germany, from Lebanon, and from District 2452. Another global grant hosted by the Rotary Club of Kisrwain, providing humidifier, high flow oxygen, and medical ventilator for COVID-19 patients, with the amount of 36,000 US, and 22 sponsors from USA, Bolivia, Romania, Bahrain, Course, UK, Armenia, and Lebanon. Another global grant hosted by the Rotary Club of Hammana Upper Matan, delivery of nursery equipment at St. George Hospital University at the amount of 91,000 US, with 24 sponsors from Australia with 19 districts, from Germany, UK, District 2452, and Lebanon. Also, we had other projects as donation in kinds. We received from District 2451 from Egypt 1,000 kilos of medicines to be distributed to the hospitals. And from the Rotary Club of Cyprus, many blankets to be distributed to the needy family. Also, we received direct financing of 32,000 US for 1,000 food boxes all over the country. Direct financing of 10,000 US to distribute medicine also. Rehabilitation of houses. And we had the support of the American Task Force for Lebanon with the distribution of food boxes all over Lebanon. Let's not forget that many clubs had their own channel of communication and were able to do an extraordinary job. For the sake of time, allow me to share with you selected videos that summarize best different efforts and projects. Here is a video made by Rotary Club Beirut Cedars from District 2452, right after the blast, calling for help and support. They were able to provide food boxes to all Rotary clubs in Lebanon to be distributed to needy families. This video contains potentially disturbing images that may be harmful to some of you. Please refrain from watching the next 2 minutes if you are sensitive. Another one from Rotary Club Safe Bahrain, where Rotarians and Rotaractors sent around 7 tons of in-kind donations through the campaign Hand in Hand for Beirut. As for Rotary Club Beirut Metropolitan, they have response of also, our new partners were present too, the Rotary actors. Their initiative, Beirut Stay Strong, comprised of 3 main projects: ongoing provision of basic necessities, scouting and fundraising for $30,000, and reconstruction of 32 houses. Finally, I will share with you the video made by Rotary Club Beirut Cosmopolitan, District 2452, describing the process of the global grant they were able to achieve with more than 150 Rotary clubs. It's about the reconstruction of the Karantina Public Hospital.
هلا بتك الكهرباء كلها.
Well, yes, this is Rotary. It is the tender that has no limits and does not distinguish between people or regions. Rotary once more proves to be the leading institution in volunteer work with its motto, service above self. We are people of action. Rotarians are making a difference and changing lives. Rotary is doing good to the world. Thank you. And if you have any question, you can send them in the chat box or you can email me with the following email. Thank you.
Respected audience, it is such an honor to give you our next presenter, Maria de Livoria. Maria de Livoria graduated from Arsacchio in Patra with honors and the third highest grade, the Department of Physics in the University of Patra. She speaks English and French. Maria is a founding member of Sikiko Rotary Club in 1993, a past district governor, a Paul Harris Fellow, and major donor of Rotary Foundation and benefactor, past assistant coordinator of Zone 21B Rotary International, and currently Maria is the Assistant Rotary Public Image Coordinator for Zone 21B for districts 2470 and 2484. Maria, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Nizada. Hello to everyone. It is with great pleasure that I am part of Rotary Convention breakout session panel and speaking at the great event that Zone 21B Public Image Coordinator has organized. Our Zone 21B has been troubled with many mishaps this year, apart from the non-pandemic, saddest of all probably, the terrible explosion in Beirut and the earthquakes in Turkey and the Greek islands. Very hard days. COVID-19 and the pandemic outbreak since November 2019 has caused the world to readjust. To these urgent needs, we, Rotarians, managed to react fast and start with aid immediately. Rotary had a head start based on our experience with polio. The infrastructure that has been developed is evidence of that. We used this as our guide for the COVID era. Most importantly, we can vote with confidence for vaccines and now know that they are fighting diseases. The end of polio is proof of this. So, our Zone 21B, as first level, organized health information campaigns and expanded our reach through public image campaigns too, letting people know what we do. We are combating disinformation at all times. We assist in testing stations. We inform all passengers through leaflets, totems in airports and public points on shop windows. We reach isolated regions to have an equitable distribution of vaccines. No vaccine must be wasted. They are our only weapon at the moment. So, we support and promote vaccination through talks. We inform of their importance, get acceptance, and answer queries on the vaccination safety in school to teachers, parents, and children. We hold staying at home campaigns, holding distances, and making the world a safer place. Taking advantage of the social media, we are making a difference, showing our leaders getting vaccinated, volunteering, and publishing our efforts. Setting an example, we are first to keep measures by placing Rotary footsteps on the floor of different areas, in reminders of keeping distancing measures and wearing our Rotary masks correctly. We talk to those still uncertain about getting vaccinated, about the important vaccines have reached, and explain to them our role in the fight against the spread of polio and how successful we have been in this. We call out to all to support in any way. Rotary Public and other press joined our fight. Rotary magazines of our district countries were publishing information on health and safety, while also informing of our work. Many other national or private magazines or papers helped us spread the work we Rotarians were accomplishing. Knowing the Rotarians, above all, are people of action, a huge variety of projects and donations were organized. These new needs have made us focus on projects from sanitizing facilities to donation to hospitals, including ventilators, medical equipment, masks, gloves, antiseptics, or disinfectants. These were also given to foundations, old age homes, schools of poor vicinities, children's protective homes, and orphanages or care institutions. Rotarians are leaving no one out. Other donations were ranging from blood drives, seats in different waiting rooms for hospitals, plasma TVs for information tabloids, at waiting rooms, much asked for medical aid, whether it was respirators, cardiographers, ventilators, and other necessary supplies to fight COVID. Vein measuring instruments, hospital units, fully equipped medical containers, many monitors of different needs for intensive care units, and the list is updated as we speak now. Some districts, like Montenegro, assisted towards the analysis disease control. Clubs in Greece were working a lot to support the technological equipping hospitals. Mobile medical units and COVID test cabins were donated also with regards to disease control in Salmanilla and Turkey. Zone 21B, according to the guidance of Rotary International, remained alert. All these were accomplished with the contribution from all of us. And all of us managed to stay connected and responded to the disaster to reach those far and wide. Virtual meetings with the use of every technological tool we had replaced our traditional ways. Clubs and districts have continued having meetings, but differently. Many extremely interesting and informative events were planned focusing on COVID. Talks by doctors on COVID, the vaccines, the education